Dean, I'm sure there'll be a lot of things that you think you could have done better tonight, but at the same time you came up against a team that was highly motivated and just proved themselves to be tough to stop at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. They played with great spirit tonight. You could feel the energy in the building. Even pre-game, and obviously celebrating the championship is an important part of a club's history, and their team got behind that tonight. They were tough to stop. We were a little bit off with our connection and physicality in the first half, and that allowed their big three, in Cal and DJ and Humphreys to impose himself and feel pretty good about the game, and that continued for them for a fair bit. We made our runs back. We did a good job to get it back to 4 at half time, and then they come out in the third. I think they made 5 threes in that third quarter, and some of it was our coverage was a little bit low, and but some of it was they were shot making as well. So love the fight back. In the last 5 minutes of the game, give ourselves nearly a chance to win it. But credit to them tonight.
You did keep coming. I mean, it's hard to play catch up in this league, as you know, but the fact that you still kept coming, there was a couple of times in the last minute you got it back to 4 points. I mean, it's a tough stretch for you being on the road, but how much do you take out of the fact that you really did make them still have to earn it right to the end?
Yeah, and there's something in that fight back. There's some foul trouble. There's different guys on the floor, different combinations, and I thought that was and just playing those 2 or 3 minute games when you're 10 down, or how do you come back? And we did some really good things to give ourselves a chance. But at the end of the day, it's a double road trip that we wanted. We really enjoyed the way that we played in Sydney, and we thought We thought that would carry through, but you could see a little bit of fatigue there, and that's how it's going to be when you're on the road for a month. We just got to be better in the way that we prepare guys, the way that we take care of people, and just make sure that we're 100% for every game.
There was some uncharacteristic things as well. I mean, your team is so good at doing the little things, and giving up an offensive rebound on a missed free throw is something I'm sure you go back and look at. There was a couple of more offensive rebounds they got late in the game that were crucial. I mean, Joe missed four gimmies on the one play as well, which isn't going to happen again. Does some of that stuff come down to just being one of those nights, or is there a bit more to it?
Yeah, we've had a few moments where we haven't finished as well as we wanted to around the rim. They contested things well. Our post game wasn't, totally on point tonight. Joe's going to finish some of those, and there was times that we were doing the right thing and thought nearly got a 5-second count on an out of bounds when ready to kind of steal it, and Isaac was good enough to back cut it and get a dunk on those kind of things. So there's a lot of if and maybe kind of ones on some possessions, and even the key ones down the stretch. There was 2 offensive rebounds where we're a 4-point game, and we just don't secure that board as well. But Joe had some really good looks. Ian had some really good looks. Really pleased with the way Tanner came in, and with Travis not playing, he's been shifted in between the 3 and the 4, and I thought he was great in his minutes tonight.
Yeah, you did talk about Tanner after the game in Sydney as well, and how well he's been playing, and he went up another level again tonight, and career best scoring night for him tonight. And how pleased are you for him with the way he's performed?
Yeah, I thought this is his second half of the year. His approach to it, his professionalism, and his performance plan about just how he gets better, and now he's running with some confidence as well. So, it's a luxury to have that. We've had these minutes into the 4 spot that we can, we have the ability to use that a little bit more as well. But generally he's just playing good basketball, really sitting down and guarding the way we're asking him to as well.
Tanner, take the result out of the game tonight. How pleased are you with the way things are coming together for you as you're settling in to this first season in Melbourne?
Yeah, it's hard to take the result of the game out of it. Losing's never fun, and I don't like to worry about how I played the game, but rather from a team perspective. And for me, I judge games based on winning. But credit to the coaching staff for, one, giving me confidence and telling me, you know, when I'm out there to shoot the ball. It's nice now that some shots are starting to fall for me a little bit compared to the first half of the year. But, yeah, like I've been playing in this league. This is going into my 4th year, and, you know, I feel like I've, you know, I'm a high-level player in this league. So for me, like, this stat line of 23 points doesn't really surprise me as much, but, you know, just being able to get that work in with these guys boosting me, giving me confidence, my teammates giving me confidence definitely helps, and it's definitely nice to see kind of the results starting to pay off a little bit.
This might sound like a silly question, but watching you play now in the NBL is like watching you play at NBL1 level as well, with the confidence and comfortable, and how comfortable you look out there. Is it just a matter of the confidence that you're getting from being, you know, playing under Dean and playing in Melbourne, or what's helping you look so at home now at this level?
Yeah, I think experience is one, and that kind of correlates with confidence. Like, being around now for a little bit of time, so I kind of understand how the league works a little bit, the level you have to be at. So yeah, getting those shots, getting work in, and, you know, guys are competing for jobs, and at the end of the day, you know, if you're not keeping up with that, then you're going to be out of the league real quick. So for me, yeah, I think a lot of it is getting the reps, and the confidence kind of comes from that.
As you touched on, it's never fun to lose, so you're not going to be happy to lose, but just to play in this sort of environment tonight, to play in a close game with some pressure situations down the stretch, is that something that could still help you as a playing group, you know, now in this last stretch of the season?
For sure. That was a playoff atmosphere we just played in front of. Credit to the fans at Adelaide. You know, look, we can be honest, like, their season probably hasn't gone as planned for them, but their fans keep turning up night in, night out, and super passionate. So it's a fun environment to play in, especially as a road team as well. Yeah, definitely it's going to help us, like, when we get into hopefully when we get into the playoffs and the finals, which is our goal. That's going to be the kind of environment we're coming into. So yeah, it's definitely going to help us moving forward.
And Dean, what do you focus on now over the next week, and would you expect Luke to be back for the New Zealand game too?
Yeah, recover from this trip. You know, we go to New Zealand next week. Yeah, they're playing great basketball, so, you know, as healthy as we can get. Luke, you know, he improved over the course of the road trip, and, you know, if we had a lot of people foul out today, you know, we would have thrown him out on the court. He's that close, so we believe that he'll be ready to play in that game and to travel over there. You know, it was disappointing tonight. Ariel plays his 50th game for the club, and, you know, we probably didn't think as a next star that we'd get 50 games out of him, but you know, I think we all start to see down the stretch of the game, you know, athletically what he's just capable of, and you know, he had his moments where he wasn't quite as composed tonight, but that's been such a growth area for him, and so you're disappointed that we couldn't celebrate, you know, having a real quality next star, you know, coming to our program and not getting him a win tonight.
Thanks very much, guys.